Hi friends, welcome to Tech Civil Quality Baba channel by Naveen Kumarpati. Today we are going to discuss about cement and its chemical composition and various types of manufacturing. सीमेंट सीमेंट कहाँ पे यूज़ होता है? कंक्रीट पे। कंक्रीट आफ्टर पूरा दुनिया पे आफ्टर वाटर वाटर के बाद हम लोग सिर्फ कंक्रीट को यूज़ करते हैं. हाउ डू यू ऑल नो अबाउट दैट? कंक्रीट इज़ द सेकेंड लार्जेस्ट यूज्ड मटेरियल ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. एंड मोर ओवर मैं ये बताना चाह रहा हूँ सीमेंट का जो पोल्यूशन होता है, द पोल्यूशन क्रिएटेड इन द वर्ल्ड इज़ 1/3 ऑफ द पोल्यूशन. लाइक उसका मतलब पूरा पोल्यूशन अगर 100 माना जाएंगे तो उसमें 33% ऑफ द पोल्यूशन इज़ ओनली ड्यू टू द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ द सीमेंट. मतलब प्लस भी है माइनस भी है. सो वी हैव टू यूज द सीमेंट वेरी केयरफुली. And if we are using a second largest used material as a concrete, then we have to know about the cement so that we use soap economically, like soap apt manner. Like we should not waste the cement. लाइक वाइल डिज़ाइनिंग हम लोग 300 kg की जगह पे डिज़ाइन किया तो 300 kg का आया, तो 300 kg की जगह पे हम लोग 310 320 ठीक है, उसका हम लोग स्टैंडर्ड डिविएशन अलग भी ज़्यादा कर सकते हैं. हम लोग डिग्री ऑफ कंट्रोल नहीं मेंटेन कर पाएंगे, 10-20 kg काफ़ी है. लेकिन हम 50 kg यूज़ कर रहे हैं एक्स्ट्रा, तो इट इज़ नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल. सो हम लोग सीमेंट का बारे में आज जानेंगे. एंड मोर ओवर सीमेंट कितना टाइप रहता है, वो कहाँ पे यूज़ करना है, कब यूज़ करना है, सो दैट इफ़ यू नो अबाउट द सीमेंट ओरिजिनल केमिकल कंपोजिशन, उसमें क्या क्या प्रॉपर्टीज़ रहता है, उसमें कैसे अलग अलग टाइप्स का सीमेंट मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं, सो दैट द करेक्ट सीमेंट विल बी यूज्ड एट करेक्ट प्लेस. ओके. एंड मोर ओवर सीमेंट केमिकल कंपोजिशन इसीलिए जानना ज़रूरी है क्योंकि हम लोग जहाँ भी जाएंगे, वो जैसे अभी सॉल्ट वाटर हो गया, सॉल्ट वाटर यूज़ करेंगे तो उसका भी अलग से मतलब अलग टाइप का सीमेंट यूज़ करना पड़ता है, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द एनवायरनमेंट ऑल्सो. सो cement is a binder, a substance used for the construction that sets, hardens and adheres the other materials to bind them together. Like ये concrete में ये small aggregates हो गया, fine aggregates, and ये large aggregates, इसको पैक कर रहा है. ये दोनों को पैक करने के लिए सीमेंट यूज़ करता है. Like especially in concrete, cement used in concrete as a binder to bind the aggregates together. और सीमेंट मैन्युफैक्चरिंग करने के लिए क्या क्या रॉ मटेरियल्स चाहिए? रॉ मटेरियल्स है मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट लाइम. एंड मोर ओवर हम लोग सीमेंट प्लांट्स कहाँ लगाते हैं? स्पेशली लाइम क्वारी के पास में. whenever you get the lime quarry, then only we will start cement production at the nearby places. And because we use around 70 to 80% of the lime in cement manufacturing. एंड उसका कंपोजिशन भी हम लोग जैसे जैसे देखते जाएंगे तो उसे आप लोग को समझाते जाऊंगा कि लाइम का इम्पोर्टेंस क्या है, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. एंड नेक्स्ट है क्ले 10 to 15% एंड जिप्सम 3 to 5% है. 3 to 5% वो डिपेंड करता है, लाइक मैक्सिमम ऑफ 5% वी यूज़. and iron ore and sand are optional materials. लाइक अभी क्ले में सफिशिएंट सिलिकेट्स नहीं रहेगा तो देन वी हैव टू यूज सैंड. It all depends upon the raw material quality of the raw material, that how what type of minerals it is having, and what are the materials we have to use for getting. And the chemical composition of a typical OPC, ordinary Portland cement. Ordinary Portland cement के लिए क्या क्या chemical composition है? Lime around 60 to 67%, silica 17 to 25%, and alumina 3 to 8%, calcium sulfate 3 to 4%. That is, this is mainly due to gypsum what we are adding. And I need to say you one more point, friends. Like gypsum is used normally directly also, and it is being used for like a plaster of Paris. And iron oxide 3 to 4%, magnesia 1 to 0.3%, 0.1 to 3%, 1 to 3, alkalis 0.2 to 1. If they are varying, then there might be a different type of cement, or there might be the requirement, there might be a separate requirement from the other persons, like other projects. And cement manufacturing can be done in three types of process: wet process, dry process, semi-wet process. In India, if you consider as 100 plants are present, then 97 plants are using dry process itself. Why? Because dry process is more economical, because economical, as well as it engages less number of staff for the production. For both shifts production, it engages around 600 to 700 people in dry process, whereas it is time taking process. Wet and semi wet process, it is a time taking process, and moreover it consumes much staff. On moving further slide, this is how the dry process is being explained here. Clay, first I have said, you know, like limestone quarry, wherever we find the limestone quarry, then we establish the plant there near to the limestone quarry. First the limestone quarry, the material will be taken from the quarry, and then it is being grind at the primary crusher, and the rock is being grinded to the rough ground limestone, fine ground, and then it is being fine grinded. Then on taking that lime to the grinding mill, the sand and clay are added proportionately. Like in pug mill, they are getting mixed around 70 to 80% of the lime, then 15 to 20% it is the clay, and then remaining 0 to 5% of sand. It all depends upon the raw minerals which are present there. Then on grinding mill, from that grinding mill, it is being taken to the preheating tower, because it is very it consumes more energy. Clean, it should be 1300 degrees to 1500 degrees, 1550, like, so that from getting normal temperature to clean such a huge temperature, it takes much time. So we have to pass through this preheat tower. In this preheat tower, it depends upon the clean, like clean, it might be rotating 30 to 50 rotations per hour. It all depends on the temperature present. And from that preheating tower, the quantity, how much it is being taken, this is being calibrated in the preheat tower. Like if it is passing through 100 kg, like 1 ton 2 ton it is passing through, then that 1 ton 2 ton is being taken from the preheat tower. and it is preheated up to certain temperature. Also this is being increased in the preheat also we can increase. And for heating we use coal. Like in our country we are consuming for cement we are consuming around 50%, up to 40 to 50% of the coal is being used for the cement production as of now in our country. That's why cement industry is like vast. And after clinker is formed, the small balls, big balls, like in comparison to cement particles they are big, like around 50 to 100 like it all forms, balls are formed. This is called as a clinker. These balls are after grinding, clinker cooler, clinker the after formation of the clinker it is being cooled. From then that it is being he sent to grinding mill. The grinding mill, it all depends upon the OPC 43 or 53 grade, how it is being taken. For that, for the in that grinding mill we add gypsum. The gypsum percentages varies from 2.5 to 5% depending upon the thing. If it is rapid hardening we add 2.5% only. If it is normal OPC, 3 to 4% we add. This is where the quality of cement, it all depends. Like if you add more gypsum, the quality of the this one, it will be good, cement will be good. If you add less amount of gypsum, then you it all depends upon the like consistency, standard consistency of the cement will be more if you add less clinker, like less gypsum. If you add more gypsum, like standard consistency will be less and it will be good. And I'll explain the types of tests which need to be done for the cement while selecting of the cement. Like initial setting, final setting. Like initial setting will be more less minutes, like it in rapidly the cement will be set when you add less amount of gypsum. And in further proceeding, like it is goes to cement storage after grinding, mixing and proportionating. Storage mill, storage also depends, like few depending upon the plants and the requirement. Like typically they'll store up to 1000 tons to 2000 tons for cement as a cement manufacturer. And this after cement storage, like they'll be transporting through xylos. Okay, further proceeding with this one, composition as a compounds. These are all called as a Bogies compounds. Bogies compounds. Bogies compounds. In compounds we have seen in the molecules like calcium oxide, lime, silica, aluminum, and now we are seeing in it in compounds. Tricalcium silicate, like it is called as C3S. Dicalcium silicate, it is C2S. Tricalcium aluminate, C3A. Tetracalcium aluminoferrite. This is how the composition of the compounds is being taken. Like depending upon the type of cements, the compounds proportion also varies. And moreover, both the compounds contain 70 to 80%, and the remaining 20 to 15 to 20%, like the both it all adds. And further moving, like you might be getting some doubts, like where are these came from. CaO is nothing but lime. It came from lime. Calcium oxide, like lime is a, like typically we'll say that calcium carbonate. CaCO3 is came from lime. It is a lime. Formula is lime. Lime formula is CaCO3, and say SiO2, alumina, and Fe. Iron oxides, magnesium oxides are all came from lime. And moreover, calcium sulfates, like it came from gypsum. Gypsum is added to control the setting time of the cement. What I have said, gypsum plays a vital role in cement setting. Further moving, in next video what we'll see: hydration, ettringite formation and its importance. Very few people have made a video on ettringite formation in YouTube. I think negligible. There are no videos on ettringite formation because ettringite formation is very difficult to understand, but I'll explain it to you clearly. Ettringite formation plays an important and vital role in cement setting. Like if there is any delay in ettringite formation, then there will be a rapid setting of cement where the cement won't get the strength, initial or final, whatever it may be. Then thus it creates the cracks or decay in concrete. And types of cements formation, like rapid hardening cement, what I have said, and PP, Portland Pozzolana cement, and ordinary Portland cement, how it is being differed, and slow setting cement. Many types, how they are formed. Especially many interviewers asks the questions, what is the difference between OPC and PPC? I'll explain clearly, and each and every step I'll explain, so that it will be beneficial for the freshers as well as the job seekers. And supplementary cementitious material, and I have not seen a single video on this in YouTube. Especially like after adding fly ash, what are the reactions going to happen, which makes the cement less strength after 7 days. Because initially if you add fly ash, initially they won't gain strength, and after 28 days it start gaining strength. Like the supplements which include fly ash, GGBS, silica fumes, and kaolin, and many more are there, but we use these four in our India. And we see that how these chemicals, according to the chemical composition, what are the chemicals present in that cementitious materials, which makes them to combine with cement and make a good strength. And there is a puzzle for the viewers. Just think of that. Either tomorrow or day after tomorrow we'll discuss this. Why do the next video, why do the cement have been marked as a 53, 43 and 33 grades? Why not 50, 40, 30? Like in mixes, cement mixes for road, NH has asked rigid pavement, there should be M40. Like for the TM40, that is having a number 30, 35, 40. Like why not these are making 50, 40, 30? Why the OPC is having 53, 43, 33? Hope you understood. Like, share, comment and subscribe, so that it will become very encouraging for us. Thank you. See you soon.